Hi, my name is Juan Guevara, and I'm the pastor at Calvary Chapel, Lake Buenavista. And you just heard how the promises to Abraham have been fulfilled by God. But now I want to tell you a story called Chosen, David the King. You see, God did keep his promises to Abraham because his descendants became known as the Jewish people, and they were a great nation. Now, in those times, God spoke to them by people called prophets. One day, there was a prophet named Samuel whom God had spoken to. And he said, Samuel, I want you to go to Bethlehem. I want you to find a man named Jesse, for I have chosen one of his sons to be the next king of Israel. So Samuel went to Bethlehem, he found Jesse, and Jesse brought him his sons. Now, when Samuel saw the first son, how tall and how good looking he was, he said, surely this is who God has chosen. But God spoke to Samuel in his heart, and he said, Samuel, don't be impressed by his good looks. Don't be impressed by his height. For people look at the outward things, but I look at the heart, and this is not who I have chosen. So Jesse brought out the rest of his 7 sons, but God didn't choose any of them either. Samuel asked Jesse, are there any more sons here? Jesse replied, well, yes, my youngest son David, but he's out in the fields taking care of the sheep. Well, they sent for him. Now, when David came in, God spoke to Samuel's heart again, and he says, this is who I have chosen. Samuel went over there, poured the olive oil on David, so everyone would know that this is truly who God has chosen. And from that day on, the Spirit of God was on David, and he called him a man after his own heart. Now, after David was made king, there was another prophet who gave him another message, and he said, David, I have chosen you while you were out in the field with the sheep. I have been with you, and I have protected you from your enemies, and I will make your name great. But the other promise, he said, was, I will make your descendants always be king. And David heard this, and he praised God. And he says, your word is true, and make this happen so that everyone in the world will know that you are God.